Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Not again.
Not again. Not these guys.
Who the fuck is that?
I hate these guys. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Episode 76. Of the Sports You, baby. Welcome to the Sports You
76 of them
podcast.
things, baby.
Man, get them 76 of them things. Of course, we always got big gift
Big
on my
grip,
left here.
Drip
You're
10
right.
from my walk was happening. To my right, got my guy Rob on the mic.
Big Mike.
You know how it goes. Rob on the mic here.
What?
With, of course,
Pause.
EMS Steven.
Yeah, I was like, what? Big who, sir?
Let's get to it, though, right?
What's up?
That's your shit. Let's get to it. Welcome to the Sports You podcast, episode 76, where we read you sports news.
You listen to our stupid ass opinions.
Man, we are back
sir.
with the Sports You crew here. Let me give you a breakdown of the show. We'll always start off with our quick hits, like we always do. And then we still haven't gone into our series predictions for the NBA. So we got the Golden State Warriors against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Suns against the... Who was it? The Suns. They just
Mavericks,
beat them up
bro.
right now.
Yeah.
The
That
Mavericks.
was looking bad.
And then, of course,
So-
for the last one here, we'll have the Philadelphia 76ers at the Miami Heat in that series race. But we also will talk a little bit about the draft, about the NFL, and how things went on. Also, Steven has something special for us at the end there. But let's
Again?
get on
Word.
with our quick hits. I don't know. You said that you added something in here.
No, it wasn't anything like we
Oh.
got had a segment on, bro. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Little
okay.
tease for the next one. But
Coming
let's start
soon.
off with our quick hits. Gifting. Bring us in with the quick hits.
Now, let me get this one first. So for those who were living under a fucking rock last weekend, Ryan Tannehill. Well, hold on. Let me back it up. The draft was last weekend. Malik Willis, Liberty quarterback,
I like her giving like a whole backstory to it. I like that.
should have went to the
I wouldn't
Pittsburgh
go that
Steelers,
Ah,
but
there.
they got Kenny Pickett instead. All right, it is what it is. He fell to the third round, 82nd pick to the Tennessee Titans.
Big fall, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's
But
a lot
I
of-
still
that's a lot
think
of teams to pass on.
that's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of teams were passing on him. That's kind of wild.
Steelers probably could draft that man again if they wanted to.
They
I'm
should
not
have got him
saying that
earlier.
sound-
Then
I'm not saying that's like the.
you're right. They
smart,
could have
like,
no,
yeah,
but they
it doesn't
could
make
have. They
sense,
could
but,
have
like,
gotten
yeah.
him earlier. And then we'll get into what also happened with the Tennessee Titans a little later in the show here. But anyway, Ryan Tannehill
Ryan
was at a
Tannehill.
press conference, and they asked, do you feel like you should be mentoring the new up-and-coming quarterback behind you? And his words were, fuck, I should have
I got it right here.
scrolled it down a little
Wish we
bit.
had the video.
I don't
I wish we
think
had the
it's
video,
my
too.
job to mentor him.
Interesting.
What the hold on, let me get this thing cam.
Who?
What the
Oh,
fuck
us.
you mean it's not your job to mentor him? We know the writing's on the wall, dog. Obviously you can see it, and you're just getting
Oh.
mad salty about it. And hey, man, y'all know
Maybe he thinks he's Aaron Rodgers.
I feel it, but y'all know I'm not the biggest Ryan Tannehill fan. Never really cared for Ryan
Who the
Tannehill.
fuck is?
Tennessee Titans fans, and honestly,
I was
this just kind of stamps it, like, bro, what?
I'm sorry.
How
Gifty.
do you say shit like that?
You asked that question about the Ryan Tannehill thing. I picked Ryan Tannehill over Derek Carr. It's been on a thing for this show for a little bit.
Well,
You are painfully mistaken, bro. I'm
thank
sorry.
you, sir.
Has Derek Carr ever led his team to a number one seed? I think not.
You mean Derrick Henry?
Thank you.
Derek Henry didn't play last season, basically, bro.
The defense was playing like hell.
No, and so was Ryan Tannehill, motherfuckers.
Nigga had 4 interceptions in the playoffs.
That's playoffs. I was
Get him
talking
out of here.
about regular season, baby.
Bum ass nigga.
I remember Derek Carr getting bounced in the first round too, so I digress.
He didn't look like that nigga.
Ryan Tannehill saying, I don't think it's my job to mentor him.
Who says shit like that,
That's,
bro? Come
Insecure.
on. That's
Little bit,
pathetic, bro.
Hey,
That's
Insecure.
pathetic as hell.
I like what you said.
but nah, you know what?
Not a
On
leader.
the part where
He's insecure.
let's make the insecure part and give a little background. If he's a starting quarterback, why would I mentor somebody to take my job? Insecure about his job. He's not that much of a big top performer. This man is at least a 2. You know how it goes in the NFL right now. If you can run, it's a little bit different. You
I'll
open up
say-
a whole new playbook. Steven, what do you have to say about this, though?
Maybe Tannehill probably didn't have the mentorship like that for himself probably either.
Who
bro.
was behind
could say
him
that.
though? Who was in front of him though?
No one
Fitzpatrick.
really.
Yeah, I feel this.
He's on the Dolphins.
Fitzpatrick.
He was given the keys multiple times, but he got injured multiple times as well.
Yeah, so it's like realistically, he didn't have anyone to learn from, and he had to figure it out. So I mean, he probably sees it this guy got to do the same shit. That's what I did.
How about this though?
But I still feel like he's insecure.
Kind of like last question. Each person hopefully can get like one thing on this one.
Yeah.
Even Brett Favre didn't want to coach Aaron Rodgers, and that felt like there was at least a huge gap. We're talking about Hall of Famer against a prospect. Ryan Tannehill is nearly not a Hall of Famer. So what I'm trying to say
That's
is
why
that
it looks kind of worse.
because the skill gap is not that much, maybe you can make yourself look better instead of worse. It can kind of bring a good character on your already brand. You're kind of coming out
Shit,
at the
he
end.
could learn from some of the young boy maybe too.
Exactly.
Maybe. Ultimately, though, I guess that's where it comes from. Do you think that the skill gap between the two really matters, and the fact that I don't want to mentor him, and in theory, wouldn't you want to mentor a guy with a bigger gap because he has a lot to climb to be where you're at?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like in this situation, it just doesn't make sense to where he feels like he shouldn't try to be there and mentor this guy. Honestly.
Gifted, how do you feel? You already kind of said it, but
I mean, same thing. Same here, man. Like, why if obviously the play styles are different, you should need to tell him the X's and O's that are gonna come.
Yeah.
Because if I can pick from your bag and add to my bag, then the Titans are gonna be good for the next couple of years with him.
yeah, I think.
But
There's
instead,
a
if you want to hold out on certain parts of information in free game,
Because
you know-
Tannehill be running around with a chicken with his head.
exactly, yeah.
Let's say, let me finish it off with this thing. I think there's a difference between coaching and teaching and stuff, and then mentoring. You can even just lead by example and be a good mentor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him some pointers. Maybe not the full bag, but
Hopefully,
Like, he don't gotta be your partner, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
hopefully the organization's looking out for Willis though, because I mean, they got to, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense to draft that guy and not look out for him. At this
Exactly.
point.
yeah.
Especially when you don't think Tannehill's that guy.
oh yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Tyrann Mathieu comes back home.
Man.
That's good for him. He signs with the Saints for 3 years, $33 million, $18 million guaranteed. Gifted, you put this in there, man. How you feel about our boy? We talked about him multiple times. How he should have already been picked up.
Yeah.
Finally picked up. For 33 mil, I think you're talking about giving him like 60 to 80. How do you feel about the 33
I
mil?
never saw the numbers either.
It's fair. It's not too
I
egregious.
feel like he's
What's
worth
the
more.
year? What's
Go
the
ahead.
average per year number?
11 mil.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
But
very
18
fair.
mil is
Guaranteed your first year. That's
so
cool.
it's basically
So they just front loaded it pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it usually is. But I thought they actually gave him more guaranteed money than a per annual basis money. But no, they didn't. 18 million guaranteed for 3.
Okay.
But gifting though.
Nah, I like the move. Why not go back home? The Saints did need a safety after who retired?
Malcolm
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Malcolm Jenkins,
retired, and then they lost Marcus Williams
And they
to
lost
free
Marcus.
agency.
Right, and they
bro.
lost Marcus. Where did he end up going?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
We'll get into
Their
Bal-
defense
we'll get
loaded
into
up.
Baltimore here in a couple of seconds too. But I mean, I like the move back home, Honey Badger. They desperately needed a safety.
Yeah.
Good. He's a good anchor for the secondary.
Hey,
What's up?
didn't Sorensen go to the Saints too?
I think you're right.
That's hell.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's
think
hella
you're right.
funny.
Hey, they're desperate.
low-key. They are.
I mean, the
man.
Saints are desperate, but it's like, damn. I mean, it just shows like the Chiefs are just completely like on multiple fronts moving in a different direction, pretty much, bro.
I would say this much about this is, I think that there was no market for this man, and that sucked. If there was a market for this man, he would have
It's
been off
not
the
that-
table in the first month, unless he was asking for way too much and he played his cards.
It's
way
not.
wrong. Or it
Like,
wasn't his agent.
I feel like the market, like there were no
He shoulda
good.
took
There
him.
weren't any good teams that needed him, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
That's
say,
really what
'cause-
it is to
So-
me. There weren't any good teams that you can think of. What good team that you know right now actually needed
Saints.
They're not that good.
Yeah,
bro.
they're not that good of a team.
Unless
I mean,
Jameis come,
I'm
unless
so sorry.
Jameis
I
is
am
gonna
so
come back
sorry, not the
right.
Saints. the Chiefs. I apologize.
No, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs got they got younger, bro.
I
Like
get
that.
it.
That's pretty much. That's why Sorensen and him are both gone. They got 2 younger safeties, and they already had Thornhill. He was solid.
Let me try to see if I can look up his. You know how slow this computer is for
What are you looking up?
Mac.
What are you trying to look up?
I'm gonna look up what Reed's contract is because they said that they could probably get him at the same price after all, but they ended up going with Reed.
Yeah.
So for me, again though, what I want to say about this one is that Tyrann, he just didn't have a market, which is crazy because he's a nice name.
It's
I
not
gotta
crazy.
agree with him, and, like,
It's
I don't.
not crazy.
I think
I don't
it's
think it's
crazy.
crazy.
I don't. It's not that he didn't have a market. It's
I
just,
just don't
like
think there was
everybody
a
was already
team
tapped out. Yeah,
that was gonna be there for him that he would have been worth it.
exactly.
Really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unless
like,
he went to a team like the Saints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that he didn't have a market. It's just everybody already like
Like
all right,
the
we
good,
got our guys.
the good teams,
Like the
bro. They
Rams?
have safeties.
Yeah, like the Rams. The Rams
They're
locked
waiting.
everybody up.
Yeah,
They're
the
waiting.
Rams got
The
guys.
Vikings locked everybody up. Got their draft picks. They good to go. The Chargers got Khalil Mack. Locked everybody up. Good
They
to go.
have safeties.
The Raiders
The Raiders
traded for everybody.
all
Locked
right.
everybody up. Good to go.
All right.
You know what I'm
Maybe
saying, though?
honestly, the Raiders
I'm
could have
just-
used him.
The Raiders could have used
The
him,
Raiders could have
but
used him.
Devontae got all the money.
That's fair.
So
that is fair.
What are we doing?
That is fair.
Yeah.
And they paid Max and they got Chandler, so
And-
they
yeah,
probably
Devon-
just didn't have
Devontae
any
and
more
Mac,
money.
Yeah, Devontae
But
and
I
Max
feel
got all the
like-
money.
Yeah, honestly, maybe the teams in the AFC West could have used him, but they probably didn't have any more money because
Yeah.
they've been loading up already.
I mean, 171 million.
Because all those teams loaded up, bro. All them
Fact,
teams.
yeah.
So it was probably not enough money to give
definitely the Raiders
Honey
coulda-
Badger to stay there.
Definitely the Raiders could have used them though, but yeah, I wish
Even
Russ-
the Broncos, maybe. Like,
nah, because Russ got all the money.
So
Russ
it
has
no.
all
it
the
was
money.
Justin
it's not
Reed.
about that.
He got 20 mil guaranteed, 3 years, 31.5 mil. So
Honey Badger might have had.
basically
they
the
probably
same
would have.
fucking contract.
I know, but I feel like Honey Badger was probably talking to them, and they probably had conversations with him about more money than that
Yeah.
for him as far as demands.
I
would
feel it.
say.
That
He probably was asking for more than that.
makes sense. I feel it. But let's get on to
From
the next
them.
one here. You want to bring it in? Nah, fuck it. Tyler Herro wins Sixth Man of the Year. Go ahead, Rob. Get your little.
Yeah,
bullshit
get your
ass
shit off.
soliloquy, bro.
Yeah, no.
Get your shit off.
Yeah, I would. But I already nutted earlier. I'm just kidding. No, but
What the
it's
Hey,
Fuck.
arrest this man.
Bro,
no.
that does not deserve a Kawhi laugh. We
Nah,
gotta get a siren.
don't.
We gotta get a
Nah,
siren
hold
on
up,
here.
bro.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be funny.
facts.
The siren's gonna be funny.
Gunshots.
Not that one. Jackass. You trying to
Nah, yeah, bro, you're wildin'.
trying to cover it up. He's trying to hold
guys
it
are
in.
fools,
Fuck out of here.
You're fucking wildin'. You
Hold
can't
up,
use
time
that.
out, bro. Time out, bro. Because I didn't mean it like
Hey,
that.
you don't get his canceled before
It
we
was
even
just a
started, bro.
joke.
Shout out to Manny, man.
Tyler Herro, though. Very, he's been proving it a lot in his
He was hooping today.
upcoming playoff.
They are playing shitty teams though,
performances.
but okay.
Dude, man, you can just. My goodness. I remember a lot of people saying that.
You did say Atlanta was a playing team.
Yeah, you
I-
disrespect.
The
I
Sixers
never-
kind of
What I say?
You disrespected Atlanta, bro.
I said that we did what we were supposed to do. We're a number one team playing a playing team. We did what we were supposed to do.
Should've
Fuck all
swept
that
him.
now.
Should have swept him.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just giving him a hard
Tyler
time.
Herro definitely been showing a lot of people who he's about, being compared to a lot of different other young players. And before this year, a lot of people had a lot of questions about him. So I'm very happy that he showed improvement. Sixth Man of the Year, it's a good reward. Hopefully he could become just a starter. But ultimately that
I
just
think
requires
he's good where he's at.
No.
Nah, bro.
He's still young.
He's pretty
I just
young.
think he needs
for
to
the
grow into his
age
body.
he has. He needs to grow into becoming a real starter.
No, he needs to
I
grow
don't
into
think
his
so.
body, like just be bigger. He I don't know.
I mean,
about
yeah,
it.
he could gain some weight, but I think he's cool at 6 man.
I think
I
if
think
he,
he's perfect at 6
bro,
man.
but if he gets a Tyrese Maxey's, like I think 1 year younger than him, and Tyrese Maxey's more filled in, so just give Tyler Herro a little bit more fill in. Maybe just a late bloomer in that aspect, and he can be cool.
Okay, that's what I was gonna
But
say.
my only
man.
thing is
I
that
agree.
like
more so of a
he
late
doesn't
bloomer.
finish
I agree.
at like Tyrann
No,
Maxey with
definitely
the
not.
type of fervor.
No,
Oh,
It's about
And
skill.
Tyrese is a little more explosive than him, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
But I would say the difference between explosiveness, where it's like more physical, and quickness, which is Tyler Herro.
Yeah.
So for me though,
more just
I'm very
quickness
happy.
and finesse, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Before the season, everybody hated him. I always loved him.
I don't want to say nobody hated
I just
him.
didn't
It's
care.
more so-
Underperformed.
I
I
didn't
just
hate
didn't
him,
care.
but I just thought
I
he
didn't hate him.
People were
I
not
thought
about
he
him.
underperformed. I didn't hate him though.
But basically,
I didn't hate him though.
I
hated him.
like that he did what he was able to do, which was improve. Okay, how about this much?
What?
He was from a key piece into a James Harden trade into nobody wanted him over the offseason in
Which
a
is kind
trade
of wild.
to sixth man of the year. Very happy for my guy, showing it out in the playoffs. Continue to do your shit, and Lowry's coming back soon.
I really
It's
don't
not really
care
gonna
about
fight into
Kyle
it, but we'll
Lowry,
see.
bro.
I like Kyle as a leader. That's it though.
That's a lot.
I've been saying it about him all year. Like he's not what we think that he's going to be.
Nah, definitely
I
not.
never
He's a
And
good leader.
And it sucks that he
I've
has.
never
And
really-
it sucks that he has a
yeah.
hamstring injury. But all
All
right,
them
it is what it
charges.
is. Hollywood Brown,
And donuts.
Hollywood and Lamar have recently split up as the Ravens trade him to the Cardinals draft night. So if you weren't watching the draft, the Ravens traded Hollywood Brown and the 100 pick to the Cardinals in exchange for Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
And damn, Lamar was upset.
I mean,
Lamar
I
was
can
upset.
understand, but it's really nothing Lamar was going to be able to do about this because they wasn't going to pay Hollywood what Hollywood was
Is
asking
there writing
for.
on the wall for Lamar Jackson?
I'm not going to
No,
say that.
no.
Nah,
They had to drop
nah.
Hollywood so they could.
Hollywood because
Lamar.
Hollywood
But I
want-
mean, but let's look at what they
Look,
drafted.
bro.
But let's look at what they
Hollywood
drafted, though.
wanted to get paid, bro.
I feel it, but let's look at what they drafted though. They just loaded up on defense.
yeah.
They traded away
because
what-
that's
who
their
was-
style,
who-
not throwing it to
Nah,
Hollywood.
No, I feel it, but I mean, Hollywood was the best receiver on the team, no?
They don't care about that though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Aside from
they
Adam
don't
Thielen?
give. They don't give a
Adam
fuck.
who?
Oh, my bad. Mark Andrews. Whoops.
Mark Andrews.
All the
Again.
perp, all the
Tight
perp
end.
getting mixed up.
They don't give a fuck about any of that because, like I'm saying, this is a running defense playing team.
Running offense. Yeah.
Running offense, they play hella defense, and at this point, with the defensive additions they made,
Mhm.
they're gonna be better, and they ain't gonna have. They're not gonna be
Alright.
getting burned on passes like last year because that defensive line is about to be way.
So you think
they
they
gotta
so you
be
think
better,
that,
bro.
so
They have
so
to be better.
so
than
you
what
think
they
they're
were.
covered in like drop top offenses, deep bombs like that.
Well, remember their corners are Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah, but Marcus Peters getting a little older. He have Achilles surgery too?
I'm not.
Yeah,
he
Marcus Peters
the
is
surgery okay, but I'm not about to start saying age. He's not old, bro. He's like under. He might be
What is
26.
he, 20?
He's 30.
Is he? He's
30?
Marcus
Marcus Peters?
Yeah.
He's
Marcus
30.
Peters is 30.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
On Achilles
He's old
surgery
now.
too.
Wow.
Woo. Hey, and we talked about it a long ass time ago. You know,
But
being
again,
30,
they drafted a
being
corner. They got Marcus
30
Williams.
I feel it, but being 30 on the lineman, you know, okay, you'll be all right. Being 30 as a corner safety.
Yeah, it's a little scary. It's a little
Hey,
Everybody's getting faster. And
yeah,
you're
everybody's
slower.
getting faster and younger,
But,
and you're
all
just
right.
getting
It's a little
slower.
scary.
So you guys talked a lot about the Ravens side. I'm just going to talk about a little bit of the Cardinals side here. So, excuse me.
They're not making the playoffs.
The Cardinals or the Ravens?
Cardinals.
Are the Cardinals better than the 49ers?
Ooh,
No.
Yes, they are.
Without Deebo
Yes, they are.
Samuel?
Quarter.
Yes, they are.
Is
Yes, they
Deebo
are.
Samuel gone or not
Yes, they
though?
are. He's gone. Just give it time. Give it time.
He's out of here.
He's
There's no
out.
way.
He's
Okay.
out. Ain't no way he coming back.
In
He's
my
out.
opinion.
Okay.
He's out.
If he's gone,
Yeah, fuck yeah, the Cardinals
All right,
are
how
better
about
than
this?
the
if he's
49ers.
gone, the Cardinals are
You
better.
you like Jimmy G more than Kyler Murray?
No, but again,
Well,
All right then.
No.
can I say what I want to say?
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
all
What
I'm
do you want to
saying.
say?
The Cardinals are better, but I
mean-
still feel like both teams might miss the playoffs. Like the division is weaker now if
No.
Debo leaves, and again, the Cardinals have losses too.
No, but to say
Hollywood
that-
Brown
to say
did not
that
make
the-
them better.
The division is not weak though. It's still
Yes,
like
it did.
nah,
No,
way.
it got weaker, bro.
So,
Look at the quarterbacks.
Because okay, we'll
All
get
right.
into the next one here,
Hold
but
on,
I mean,
hold on.
is
Hold
it
on.
because what happened to Bro or why is
It's
the
the
division?
quarterbacks got weaker, and again,
we can speak
the
about
Cardinals got worse. Seahawks definitely got worse.
Yeah, the
But
Seahawks
you
got
can-
worse, but who
you can talk about,
who
like,
cares?
the whole division. at a later topic, and we can just grasp by it real quick and just say who's gonna win based off of it. Or
Facts.
What my point is, does it make the Cardinals better? Does it make your QB situation a little bit better? Hopefully, he doesn't want to come back.
Not really.
Not really.
How?
Yeah.
Because
D-Hop's still gone.
Let me say it first. Let me say my shit first.
Go.
Hollywood Brown was his best friend. They had the most chemistry
College
in Oklahoma.
teammate, yeah.
They had a lot going, and it definitely makes that situation better. The situation already had Gibson saying one thing, you saying one thing, me saying another thing.
On the field is where it's going to really
But
count,
hold up.
though.
I'm saying that the QB situation with Kyler Murray was already on the fence. Does this bring it more towards their side of the fence? Yes. Does it bring it more towards we're still willing to invest within you?
Oh, yeah. There
Or at
definitely still will
least
be.
Continue to devote into the system that they already have, which is also Cliff Kingsbury. Feels like they're a package deal in the first place. They're already with the same type of agent. I'm sure that agent can make both of them happy at the same time.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
so does this make the Cardinals better? Ultimately, yes. Does this make the Ravens worse? It feels like yes. But the only thing about
Not
it,
to me.
I get what you're
for
saying.
Sure.
And you make great
They
points.
just took an. Go ahead.
My
go,
whole
go,
thing,
go,
though,
go,
is
go.
that
They still have Rashad Bateman. He's not a bad receiver. He's just
No,
he
he's
was
not a
their
bad
number
receiver.
3.
It's like,
Not a bad
we're
receiver.
supposed to rely on Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews? Mark Andrews,
Well-
I know.
well,
Mark
Gibson-
Andrews is straight.
Gibson-
Who
Niggas
was
said that
Rashad
about
Bateman? Who
Hollywood
was
and Mark
Rashad
Andrews 3
Who
years
was-
ago.
No,
Hold on.
seriously.
Come on.
Who was
Hollywood.
Rashad Bateman? No disrespect. Who is he?
He's a fucking. He
Good.
really had
Good
his
hands.
rookie year, bro. He played 8 games
But
this last year.
wait. This
He
is
was
quick
a
hits.
rookie.
This is quick
What
hits.
do you mean?
So we got to be quick with it. I'm trying to say, though,
We
that
should have made these topics.
Ravens,
Low
the
key.
Ravens, yeah. I mean, we always do that with the quick
It
hits.
is
They
what it
ended
is,
up
so.
being just fucking small ass topic. The Ravens have gotten worse, but they traded him for the same type of draft capital that they drafted him with. So that's the whole thing on their like little chart or board basis.
Okay, you got a point there.
They
yeah.
don't want to continue to spend more than what they already have invested.
Okay.
So it works out. Ultimately, got more draft capital, able to invest, and guess what? That means there's more money left for Lamar.
Yep.
And I think both QB situations got better. Team situations, Cardinals got better, Ravens got worse.
I don't think the Ravens
Okay.
are worse.
They're worse in the past game,
Offensive. Yeah, okay, yeah.
but
yeah.
maybe like that's fine. They're good. They're so good as a team because they weren't really dependent on Hollywood Brown, who dropped a lot of passes anyway, to be
Nah,
that
they
type of
weren't.
guy.
Yeah.
On to the next one though. We
Yeah,
mentioned it.
So the reason why the Cardinals got better is because Deandre Hopkins recently got suspended for 6 games because of the PED violation.
Real
Drop
quick,
me an
though.
awe real quick.
Damn. Steven has something great to say about this. Go ahead and say what you were mentioning, please.
Well, I mean, realistically, he got injured. I mean, I can see how it happened.
It was his ankle,
He's
right?
aging. No, his hamstring, bro. He
Ooh.
had like a whole surgery. He was like posting videos of like his recovery. He's like doing water workouts, all type of shit, bro. Like the injury looked like it was actually serious. He's an older receiver now. He's trying to get back for the team and make sure he's back on time because he knows his role is important, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it just sucks. It
That
sucks.
was the worst.
Wait.
fucking-
This is why I said that.
What the fuck? Go, what do you have to say? I want to hear this.
Excuse me. Little bit under the weather, I guess.
Yeah,
Now-
my bad. I gave it to you.
No, I don't know what's happening, bro.
It was me.
Whatever.
No, not like chill, dog. I was sick
no,
first,
no.
and then
No, you should
just
have.
a little
No,
cough.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying
Oh.
if you sick, bro, say something.
no, not like COVID sick, but like
I'm telling you,
head cold.
like,
I know. I feel you.
hey,
Okay.
man,
I know.
shut up,
Just say
COVID.
something.
No, but okay.
Fuck
So
you, COVID.
DeAndre Hopkins, I think a lot of the times people always give people not the benefit of the doubt, and
Yeah.
he came in and said exactly that. It felt reasonable. I have no reason to feel like DeAndre Hopkins is trying to cheat or
I agree.
he's super competitive.
That's not,
He's
yeah. That's
he's
what I was
never
gonna
been.
say. He's
Yeah,
not
this
really,
isn't even like something he's done. This
yeah.
This has never happened.
Yeah.
I feel like one
Don't
of the
get me
biggest
wrong.
things.
He's playing it off great, but it's like D-Hop. I know you're older, so I know you couldn't get up as
Yeah.
fast. You know,
but
what
I don't
I'm
think that he
saying?
did it knowingly.
It's not even
either.
that.
No,
It's
not
not
the-
even that, bro.
Yeah,
But at the
nah,
end of the day,
he did it, but he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
I don't think that he knew what he was doing. I believe that he was doing everything that he can to get back on the field in the best shape possible.
I feel it, but
When you're an ultimate competitor, you don't cheat. That's what I truly believe. If you're an ultimate competitor, you don't cheat to get where you need because that takes away from the win. And I feel like he's one of those guys. Sports U says that.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Any last words, Gift Man?
It's his team.
It is. I would say it is.
Whatever, man. You know what? I gotta read the shirt underneath. I was kidding.
He does.
Yeah, it just sucks to see D Hop's out for 6 games. He'll be back week 7. Yeah,
terrible.
He'll be back for week 7. Makes sense about the Hollywood
I'm glad
trade.
it's not worse.
I was watching a video,
But
and
that's why, because of the games he's missing, that's why I feel like depending on their schedule, I feel like that's why they could potentially miss the playoffs.
I was watching ESPN Tuesday, and they pretty much were saying that they knew that D Hop was going to be suspended 6 games. That's why they traded for Marquise Brown.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the news
probably.
came out like this week, so I mean, they had to have known before this week. Bro.
Yeah. So
I
I was
agree.
just like,
It makes sense.
So I was like, okay.
They
That,
probably
like,
had
it's
they
fine.
probably had this
you know.
news for at least 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah. So it's like, it's fine. It is what it is. But okay, so we got 2 more here. What's this?
Ben
Simmons
Simmons.
is expected to undergo back surgery and be out for at least 3 to 4 months. Expected to be ready to go by training camp though.
That's
so
crazy.
hey. I know I was talking about it first last week because the audio
That's
got
what
fucked up.
well,
so y'all
no,
didn't
we
get
were
to
all
see that
saying.
part,
We
but
were all saying that.
that's why
Is
you
he
have
injured?
To,
Or
yeah,
but I'm like, I don't know.
You gotta cater to Ben Simmons. So if he has to get back surgery, hold his hand through back surgery.
That shit's
Make sure he's
crazy, bro.
100% coming back to training camp, so he's good to go for the regular season. Because Brooklyn really is gonna need him
Well,
for the
he's
regular
he's
season
the
for
future
sure.
At this point.
I mean,
you-
yeah, he's the future. He's the cornerstone at this point. So it's like if he's not 100, then what the fuck are we doing with this trade?
How do you feel?
I just think it's crazy as fuck, bro. Cause like we said, bro, I'm like, this nigga hasn't played, and even us like last week, we're saying like, is he really injured? But me personally, I'm like, if it's his back, bro, I can't say what that man back feel like. I really can't, bro. It is what it is. That's what I was
saying.
That's different.
That's
like
yeah.
if it was an ankle or a knee or something, we could look at him walk and be like, yeah, this nigga's lying. A back, I don't know how to predict. I can't tell. I don't know how strong your back is. I don't know what you can carry, bro. It is what it is. So now they're saying he needs surgery. Damn. So I mean,
I hope
it
it's
was
not,
worse
I hope it's
than
not
what
the shots.
it was worse than what we knew. But damn, it's crazy.
I hope it's not the shots because that's how Luau Deng got fucked up a long time ago.
What do you mean?
So they gave him like the cortisone shots in his back, and I guess the doctor like missed, and he was out for like a couple of weeks with back
like
soreness.
Tyrod Thomas.
He had a collapsed lung.
But that's because they.
Yeah, that's the why. I'd have sued the league at that point, bro.
So-
I'd have sued the fucking league after that one.
Wale got a whole song on it.
This guy
You're right. Because I heard it.
definitely is a huge liar.
Damn. Wait. I didn't think that's where he was gonna go with it, but okay. get your shit off, bro. Tell us.
Where are you gonna press?
Fuck off. Oh my
This is
god.
Bro, he was projected to play Game 5.
Fuck.
Hey, but look.
Hold on. Wait, let me finish this last part.
You're
real quick.
right. You're right.
Yeah, hurry. 'Cause
He
the
was
Mavericks gonna die.
actually predicted or projected to play games 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And then he chose 4. And then game 4 was getting up, and then they're like, all right, game 5, if it happens. And then eventually he was ruled out for the series, and then he got back surgery. Now, for me, let me just say.
Yeah, go ahead.
He was on the bench. He was playing in
Dripped
practice.
out.
He was dripped out.
Tacky ass.
He was playing out there, and he was showing off, and he was saying that he was excited,
Nigga look
and
like
all
the
this
Wiggles
and
on
all
the
that.
bench.
And then I think this man came up with the idea in the offseason, because this is how PR
You're really on to something.
Oh my God!
You're
Yeah,
really on to
give us the
something.
conspiracy, bro.
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to hear it. Keep
not
going.
necessarily a conspiracy, like
This shit
legit.
is-
I mean, bro,
Conspiracy.
but this shit is wild.
I
Come
said
on.
I said it before the playoffs even happened. that he's gonna stay out until they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, he did say that. He said that.
And the reason why is because he didn't want to face him. And so there's a way they could face him, and maybe they would have faced him eventually in the conference finals. It looked like, but ultimately, he's just being a bitch this whole time. And I think, and I don't think that he does not have the facilities, my man, to.
He might not have the
You don't have the
facilities
capacity
though.
for that, big
You
man.
know how? You
He
know what a
might not have
surgery is?
Facilities for this though.
You know what a surgery is though?
Yes.
Any incision like made on the body while you're under, I think is like the definition of it, basically.
Okay.
Bruh, they can make a little ass incision or take out some abscess and it'll make them feel better.
I mean,
Why you doing them like this though?
Because, bruh, I'm telling you. Well, hold on.
Though.
My last
I'm
thing
not
on it-
saying you're wrong,
my
but
last thing
damn.
on it is because now that he's having surgery, people have a little bit of a feel for him.
He might have.
Nah, man. For me, you
Say.
were projected and people cleared you to go and play and you didn't. They called it stress. They called it mental illness. I don't really know, bro.
So you think he just gonna have a little acupuncture operation or something, bro?
Bro, I think it's gonna be very
lie.
minuscule.
I was thinking it's gonna be a very minuscule operation.
I don't see.
I felt the same way.
Nobody said that it's disherniated. Like it looks bad. Like none of those things came out.
Yeah.
Dog, Luau Deng had to get cortisone shots in his back weekly. There's no way
I don't
he's
know
getting
if
cortisone
I
shots
don't know
like
if he's
that.
doing that.
Nah, definitely not.
The Golden State Warriors at the Memphis Grizzlies series predictions. Now, excuse me. The Memphis Grizzlies scraped by the Timberwolves as the Warriors handled the future two-time MVP Jokic and the Nuggets pretty badly, right? One big thing that came from the Warriors series was that Jordan Poole was able to fit nicely with Klay and Steph. Yet Clef was coming off the bench. Steph was coming off the bench, and
Cliff Paul.
and Poole had a
Cleft
better
chin.
2 games to start for the series than the rest of the games later throughout the rest of the series. Also, in the Grizzlies series, now with the Warriors, talking about this current one,
Yeah.
Draymond Green continues to make headlines that don't really involve positive play.
No.
Off the court distractions, maybe it rallies the team together, but it can also set it apart.
He on his AB.
It makes other people
Ooh, you think so?
on the. Don't you think the Grizzlies have a little bit
You
of
seen
locker
how he
room
left the
material?
game?
No,
Damn, bro.
the Grizzlies have locker
You
room
mean
material.
bulletin
but I
board
mean,
material? You
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Okay.
They do. They
Nah,
do.
Yeah,
They do.
Let me finish this off though. The Grizzlies have shown to be strong. Maybe with that part,
Resilient, unlike Cat.
I put resilient, and I was like, I can't put that because that's what we said.
Nope,
about
you're
the
right.
Timberwolves.
Celtics
You're
used
100%
it.
right.
Jalen Brown said it in his interview. Yeah, we could throw it around. Fuck the Timberwolves. They at home.
Throw it around.
They ain't resilient.
Hey, they got out of the play-in. I'm just kidding. But have shown to be strong as Dylan Brooks was lost, ejected because of the Gary Payton the second incident.
He
So the
popped that
Warriors
nigga.
lost a bench player. Oh yeah, you did get him.
He popped that nigga. He did.
Being led by a John Morant who is outscoring Clef. And God damn.
That's they That's they duo name now. Clef.
Jordan Poole and
Clef
Clef.
the boy chin wonder.
I'm telling you,
Oh my
man.
God.
Outscoring
Clef.
Steph and Klay combined in this series so far. So, my question to y'all. Of course, it's 1-1. We've seen John Morant dominate at the end of games because he has to. You also seen Clef.
47.
You seen Klay hit the end of the game, shot in the first game to really ice it and to show that he
What
was
did he say after the game?
still
Fuck them
back.
free
They were
throws?
still a layup away from closing again with
Yeah.
Memphis, though. So.
He barely missed it. Was definitely makeable and was double teamed. But that just shows how reliant the Grizzlies are on Morant. Maybe you can build something on that. But my question to y'all is, let's start with Kitten.
Oh.
Who wins the second round matchup between the No Worries Warriors, that's what we named them before the playoffs, and the Gritty Grizzlies after a 1-1 start?
Man.
Now it's going to Oracle.
Yeah. I feel like I've been preaching the Gritty Grizzlies all season since the start of season 2, so it's only right that I take the Grizzlies here in
I feel it.
7, mainly because I think they proved that they proved themselves in the Minnesota series. Like, yeah, Minnesota was a playing team, but I mean,
they were still a
they
good
won
team,
out.
bro.
They won out.
They were still a good team.
And they
bro.
were still a good team.
And
so,
they were higher than a play-in seed before the end of the year. They just ended up falling that far because
Right.
it could have been Denver.
Right. Yeah, right. It could have been Denver, but the last, and I said this on Instagram, the last 3 games that they've played Minnesota in that series, they were down at least 10, 15 points, and they still managed to come back and win.
Each one.
So each game they managed to came back and win. So
And
I
they
mean,
pulled comebacks in both these Warrior games.
right. So who am I to go against the gritty Grizzlies that have a great bench camaraderie and coach against the former Dynasty Warriors? Even because they're still great.
What you
Yeah,
gloated about
I
them
still,
right
I
now.
still
they're
respect
still-
them.
they're
I still
still
respect
great.
them.
I
They still
still
get all the
respect them.
respect in the world.
But I
from me.
mean, I think after game 2 when Ja had 47, I was like, yo, this
They
is gonna
don't
go
have
7.
an answer.
They don't have an answer. You can say, oh, he's carrying every dribble, blah 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 blah.
Bro, everybody, a lot of guards do that, bro.
Y'all just mad.
And he
Steph
didn't
Curry's
take
not
more
winning.
than 2 steps
You
either.
guys are just upset that Steph Curry's not 2-0 at 32 years old.
Even-
Hey, he's old. It is what it is.
Even Steph
But-
does that.
Right, facts. He does.
Jordan Poole more.
Nah, for sure. But I'm going with the Grizzlies in 7.
How about you, Steven?
I'm Grizzlies in 6 or 7 as well, bro. Because like honestly,
Yes, sir.
dog,
They know how to
like
win.
look realistically, for me, it's not even
Late, but
like
needed.
the Grizzlies. They're learning, they're good, they're talented, they're like all those things. But on top of that, for me, the strong thing that's showing is this is a mismatch, like in styles of play. Grizzlies are the more physical team, and really, this kind of reminds me of when the Warriors had to play the Cavs, bro. The 2016 year, the Cavs, those last games when they took momentum,
Really put it
they
on
were
them.
physical.
Yeah.
They were getting to the line, and guys were making open shots. The Grizzlies, that style of play, they have something on the Warriors, because at the end of the day, if you can keep it close with the Warriors in the fourth quarter, and they want to keep relying on threes, and you're closing out, it's hit or miss, especially these days, bro.
Exactly.
They're not the young Warriors anymore.
No.
So the Grizzlies just have to maintain their physical play,
Mm-hmm.
be smart, don't be doing the dumb plays like they were doing against Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to learn on the fly.
All
But
right.
if they do, they can take it. It's just a matter of being able to put yourself here and be right for the moment, and not get overwhelmed, not make the dumb play.
All right, after watching these games, first 2 games, they're going back to Oracle. I
Yeah.
really put that in the intro.
You
Because
can,
it seems like you guys believe that they can win at least one
That's the
in
plan.
Oracle.
bro.
plan.
They did that already.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And that's the regular season.
No, they
That's
beat.
without
Remember, they
fully-
sent
fully
Steph home
held.
last year too.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did. In the
So-
I
plan.
believe that. But that was just Steph.
I know, but you think okay? So again, you think they're not gonna
Okay.
remember that?
Let me say this much. To give you some ammo on what you just said, or to emphasize your point, is that my best player, because I'm picking the Warriors, my best player can't close games for some fucking reason. Even though he's one of the best guys. And your guys' best player in the Grizzlies, John Morant,
He's been closing.
not necessarily.
It's been a great
It's-
team play to close out the game.
That's their first choice to close out the game. It was their
If
only
they're
choice.
having him score the final 10 to 15 points, because yes, he did it in game 2, but even in game 1, he scored the final of their points.
So
too,
let me
Like, come on.
say the couple of our things that we have here. Now, Ja scored the Grizzlies' final 15 points of the night in the last 4 minutes and 16 seconds of game time. Excuse me. You spoke about their bench, right? Bane, we spoke about how he has some injuries going on. He has a back injury
between
going on.
Game 1 and game 2, complete difference.
He didn't sink his first basket until the second half. He didn't have the right type of lift for his jumpers like he normally does.
He wasn't as
And
aggressive.
in his 32 minutes, scored 5 points and 1 assist. Now, from my understanding, you're facing team to team. one team is with the loss of Gary Payton is still been getting have been getting healthier, and that just means more minutes for Kuminga. And I feel like Kuminga is better than Gary Payton in the long run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just truly believe
He's a draft
that
pick. You better
with the Warriors, they have a lot of people in the background, a lot of people coming into their own still, and they're figuring things out as it goes. And that's why I'm kind of scared for the Suns, because I have the Suns coming out of the West. But I really feel like these Warriors going back home, having 1-1 on the road, Draymond Green is a lot different than any other of these guys on the Grizzlies, as in he can lock up any one of them. He's not locking them up, but he's making it difficult for the MVP.
I'm not saying he's not
4 inches, 5 inches taller than him.
I'm not saying defensively he's not good, but he's kind of been making himself a liability this series, bro.
If I can speak one thing, I don't really truly believe in that liability on off-court issues, on court. He can get a technical. He can get
too much distractions, bro.
That distraction for the Warriors is a little bit different. Now it could be there's a line though. If he crosses that line, which it feels like it has been lately, it could be a distraction. Yeah. But let me say this much about the closing time, right? Mm-hmm. Or even the best players on the Warriors not performing. I'm talking about the whole team, and that's why I believe the team will overcome these Grizzlies, right? Mm-hmm. I believe it's happening in 6 too. Like they're gonna win 2 at home in these next 2 games, and then my boys unfortunately are gonna be able to lose 1 on the road and then close it out on Oracle. But now let me say this much: Curry and Thompson, arguably the 2 best shooters of all time who have ever picked up a basketball, combined for 5 of 23 from deep, and overall 7 of 37 from deep this series. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, are they going to continue to act like that throughout the rest of the series? Has the series in the end have been a combined like 1 or 2 shots, excuse me, or attempts, or even like possessions from winning that game? I definitely believe that these guys will perform on their home court. I believe that Gary Payton will be replaced with Kuminga, who's going to get more of his own and will eventually play more of a part down the range of the playoffs. Come on, man. Like, the Grizzlies got them next year. Unless these guys win the championship, I believe that the Grizzlies got them next year. This year, though, a little bit young. Get some confidence against these all-time greats,
wet around
and we'll
the
see how
ears.
it goes.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, that's fair, but
I
I'm just
feel
not
you,
using
but
that
I
as an
don't
excuse
know.
against certain teams.
I'm
no
just saying
more, bro.
Warriors in 6. You guys
That's
said
fair.
Grizzlies in 7 or 6. I'm saying Warriors in 6, as in they're going to not even let them get anything at the Oracle.
I don't think that'll happen.
I could be wrong in the next fucking game,
Yeah.
but I believe
I
in
think
6.
the
Because when do they
Warriors
play,
lose one at
tomorrow?
home. No, maybe this weekend.
They have 3 days
Yeah.
These 3 days.
from their
Who
day.
plays tomorrow?
They played
No
yesterday. Today,
Damn.
tomorrow. So
Nobody
today,
plays
tomorrow.
tomorrow?
I think
That
the day after
sucks.
tomorrow.
Fuck.
They'll be able to
Nobody
do
plays
something.
tomorrow.
On to the next one, Gifton. Bring it up.
All right, here. Philadelphia 76ers at the Miami Heat series predictions. And damn, man.
I wish this wasn't next.
Yeah, I wish this wasn't next. So the Drama Ridden 76ers have been having to deal with so much this year. A lot of actually self-inflicted, except now with the injury to MVP candidate Joel Embiid. Now it's time for James to show why people held him to high regards as held him to high regards as a center trade piece in the Ben Simmons swap.
Inserts laugh.
So far, James had an eventful but not efficient first half. To just end the fuck, I cannot read.
He wasn't efficient for the game,
just to end
bro.
up falling to the Heat by a good amount.
In the first half, he was a little bit efficient. Second half, he was just trash. That's why the Heat were able to come out in the end.
The Heat, on the other hand, have had a little drama at the end of the season. What about Jimmy Butler and them getting into it in
being a cornball.
Yeah, being whatever. But seem to be firing on all cylinders as they capture the first series without Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry, which is actually kind of huge. For the
Kyle
last
Lowry's
game,
not huge for this team.
I've been saying it. I've been saying that.
Not
Come on,
huge for
you know
this
that.
team.
Well, without
I
Jimmy,
didn't think he
without-
would coming in though. Unfortunately,
Without Jimmy,
Leadership, he's been
without
making
Jimmy,
nice
that's great.
addition.
But they were still able to handle business to go up 1-0 on the 76ers. 76ers. And now, actually, after today, they are 2-0, heading back to Philadelphia. So,
Yeah.
I think we just got a real simple question here.
These niggas are done.
Who?
In this second round matchup, Philadelphia
You know
76ers,
what I'm talking about.
Miami Heat. Steven,
Yeah.
who you got?
I got the fucking Heat. And man, if Joel don't play, these boys getting swept. Honestly, if he don't play, they're getting swept. But Heat in 5, bro. Because like realistically, because I mean maybe if Joel was there, all right, that would make it a whole different. But man, James Harden looking like whatever this is now, bro.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
Yeah.
That shit is
Yeah.
Bro, he's out there looking like a straight guy. They're
Bro's
trying
just-
they're trying to lighten it up and
Bro's
make it
literally-
sound nice and
fuck,
say,
I
"Oh,
stand
he's
up,
playing
but-
point guard."
Bro's literally just.
Fuck that. He's fucking weak as hell. He's not that guy no more, bro. He's not that guy no more.
This is James Harden. Just
Yeah, pass the
in
ball.
the corner.
Standing
Come on.
in the corner looking
Whenever.
at Tyrese
Hey, whenever you
Maxey.
want to pass it, I'm right here.
He's
I'm
gonna
right
watch
here.
Tyrese Maxey
I'm
go.
Hey, Niang is like that too, though.
He's whack though.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
care about what he
George
does.
Niang is just a
Both
body.
of them,
But,
Nah, but I
James
mean-
Harden, bro, I mean, even if he doesn't put up 40 and 12, nigga, at least 28 and 8. Come on.
Yeah.
Is that too much?
It's
I mean, we
definitely
talked
not
about
too
it
much.
already.
So I mean, obviously you got the Heat, correct?
Oh yeah.
I got the Heat, so that's unanimous.
Get these niggas out of here, bro.
I'm just saying, dude.
James is
I
done.
don't even want to talk about Philadelphia, bro. Like we're,
James
whatever,
done, bro. It's
cool.
not because
Fine,
James
they-
is
That's
done.
a mistake, though.
It's not much to say because James is done and he's not gonna change the series. So it's just
Yeah. Agreed though. Miami in 5. Especially if Joel plays at least 1 or 2 games for sure. Miami in 5.
Hopefully,
But I
hopefully.
mean, it's at. Why are we
Even
talking
then,
about this?
even
say-
Why are we talking about this?
I say Miami in 6. And this is why Miami in 6. I believe we're going to go up 3-0. They're going to win 2 games.
and rest people or something.
No, we're just,
Like, how do they win
They
too?
just
So-
get too cozy.
so
I
we're
guess.
going to go 3-0. I think that we want to already these two. Joel's going to come back. They're going to fall short. We're going to do to them as they did to the Raptors. Even
okay.
win one at our
I don't even think that happened. I think y'all getting these niggas out of here, bro.
That's
sorry.
fine.
I think
I'm
y'all
sorry.
can get them up
I
out
think
of
y'all
here.
getting these niggas out of here.
For sure.
Well, for me, I think the biggest thing for me is they got to figure out Joel. I think Joel is a big factor. MVP candidate for no reason. Come on. Now, for me,
I mean,
when I watch it, I think the only thing that kind of makes me feel better about the series is that Precious Achiuwa was able to go out Bam.
Yeah.
If you don't think that
Joel.
my
Joel,
guy-
Joel,
Joel, he
Joel.
was going to Joel,
excuse
bro.
me, go at Joel. If you don't think Bam can go at Joel the same way Precious Achiuwa or even more aggressive,
I don't disagree.
I'm just saying ultimately, like,
I don't disagree.
Joel
I don't
isn't the
either.
same type of, I guess, defensive figure
Bro,
as
he has an injured hand. too.
somebody else. Yeah. So, but I do think that he's skilled enough to not
Yeah.
only get that much attention to get a lot of other people open,
Mhm.
but ultimately to bring in. I don't think that they'll be able to win with him being integrated in the first game at their house. I think that they'll be able to kind of figure it out after that game, make it a little bit more respectable type of series, win 2 in a row. We'll win it at their home court in Philly to just rub it in the Phillies' face. I think that's hilarious. But let me just speak about the series so far. Eric Spoelstra had Bam either operating in the middle of the floor or the free throw line, hanging around the dunker spot to really just stop any type of drives that go into there.
I mean,
They were
What else
able
he
to
supposed
make.
do?
Exactly.
He doesn't have a threat.
Well, what do you mean?
Like offensively, who's gonna come at Bam? That's a big man. He could
Yeah.
really just.
I
Stand
think
there
I
and
think
do
the
what he
only
wants to
person
do,
that
play
has been
safety.
really reliable or even a threat is Tyrese Maxey. So
Yeah.
with that being said, they've been really the
They
announcers
were
have been dick riding
Tyrese Maxey.
Tobias Harris. I'm about to say Tobias.
Call the nigga
He is Tobias. Tobias Harris.
Tobias.
Tobias Harris. Because, man, he is not performing very well.
He was okay today.
We were talking.
He had 20 points today.
No,
He was okay.
20 points for a guy in this modern NBA who
Damn,
they
that's
need
crazy.
him.
20
like,
points still ain't good enough.
I don't think so. The way
He
that
was
he was performing,
that's what I'm saying. He was okay.
he had no
Hey, bro.
threes. He had no three. Like
I don't see him as a
attempts.
sniper like
He's
that.
not a sniper,
though.
definitely.
he's a shooter.
He's a,
He's a shot creator.
He's a shot creator.
In
He's
the
not a
mid-range.
shooter, no.
If you have James Harden on your team, you better know how to hit spot up threes. But I believe that
James Harden ain't even getting the spot up threes, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I'll say when you play with James Harden, like you got to do it, not him.
Facts.
But ultimately, like these 76ers have to find the James Harden from Houston, continue to find Tyrese Maxey, the one who performed against Toronto, and
Man,
Harden.
this shit ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it
The
can
Heat,
happen.
like, I
now,
mean-
not James Harden from Houston.
It ain't even.
But
It ain't
Tyrese
even.
Maxey.
It's not even that those things specifically can't happen. I'm just saying the Sixers overtaking the Heat is just not happening, bro.
I think-
I just don't think it.
But I still
Sorry.
believe that Joel Embiid is a two-way player and that he'll take
Yeah.
away from our offense a little bit,
not
especially
enough
Jimmy.
to win.
Especially from Jimmy, he'll take a lot from Jimmy. Jimmy won't be able to.
He ain't guarding that nigga the whole game, bro.
He's not guarding him, but the style of play that Jimmy likes to do,
Slashing.
that
I
means that
guess,
everybody
maybe.
else better be doing a lot better on the outside, and they haven't really been able to perform on the perimeter.
Hey, Bam, just take threes for this
6
one
games.
game, and keep
6
Joel
games.
up out of there. We all right. Just, man, look.
Yeah, pretty
Even
much.
like realistically, even if Joel comes back, I feel like they get one game because Joel dominates that one game. But after that, what the fuck are they gonna do for a second game? James is not James. It just is what if James Harden was James Harden, I could, and it's not even.
It'd be
He
a
doesn't even have to
problem.
be James Harden, bro. But if he was like,
He has to be.
he doesn't
40
even look like he wants, bro.
I
It
think
is
you're.
looking
I think.
bad.
I think. I don't
It
think
is
that.
kinda bad.
It's
It's really
hard. Like it's not that it's one thing that he doesn't look as good, but like, bro, his motor look like it's not even, like he doesn't even want to try. Like that's the thing. His motor look like it's gone.
Yeah.
James Harden has no fucking motor. He doesn't look like he wants to really go out there.
Nah,
He looks like
definitely
he's
not.
just going through the motions
No.
and
I
doing what
think-
he has to do.
I think he wants
He's
to be
hiding
there.
on offense. He's hiding on defense.
I think-
He's literally not. He's not even trying.
Man, like,
to
I
me,
think- I think that's BS because this is why.
Damn, you think it's BS?
Yeah, because this is the only opportunity that he has to really show his type of value. If you would have got one game out of these two against a 1 seed, he would have been able to be on the headlines of a lot of different type of platforms and whatever, so on and so forth. Ultimately, this was his opportunity. He did not show out,
I think he would have did this
And
with
that's
Joel
fine.
playing though. That's the sick part,
but that's what I'm trying to say.
and it
is
wouldn't
that
have made a difference.
He
though.
has motivation to do it. He didn't do it because, and I don't think it was necessarily energy. I think it was just him trying to help his team out. Like, again, he's been trying a different outlook where I'm not putting up 20 shots a game. I'm a pass first type of dude.
You're not a point guard, James. We need you to score. Fuck that.
On to the
That's
next one.
that's
Get
his
the-
excuse for being washed. I don't want to shoot 30 shots anymore. You're washed now. That it just is what he doesn't want to be
That's-
embarrassed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's insecure. He
Yeah.
knows he's washed.
Dallas Mavericks at Phoenix Suns. Our series predictions. I know right now what Phoenix is up 2-0.
2-0,
We were watching
bro.
the
All right.
game.
I'll bring in the intro.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
though. Oh, did you want to say something else?
Yeah, it ain't looking too good for Dallas.
Ah.
And fuck,
Yeah, bro.
So,
that small lineup is fucking getting them cooked.
so the Mavericks.
Was
and
it, against this team, it does because they're big. They can go big. The Suns can go big.
They can too,
And
but
they
it
have
seems like they
players
just
who
can't
aren't
buy a bucket
liabilities more, so.
towards the end of the game. But
You
Go
got
ahead,
that
Rob.
too.
So the Mavericks and the Suns have already played 2 games. This one, and what we called the Mavericks before the series started, or the playoffs started, excuse me, is the defensive Mavs.
yeah,
Yeah.
The defense has not shown up in these last 2 games.
at all.
The Suns have shot over 50% from the field,
Yeah.
and therefore has allowed the Suns to continue to have these big leads throughout the whole entire game.
They're pretty much coasting. Like they can kind of coast because they can get the lead, and I mean at that point, Luke has
Luka
to
could
go
close.
out of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can, but that's what I'm saying. He has to go out of his way to just bring the game within 5 to 10 points, though.
Yeah.
And at
Well, a
that
lot of it-
point, it's kind of late.
And a lot of it, like you were kind of saying, is like they don't have the right runs at the right time.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that this team has been emphasizing all year, though. We're talking about their defense. And the Suns had a surprising show from DeAndre Ayton in the first game, and now have Devin Booker fully healthy with them for this series.
I'm not going to question their defensive identity. I just feel like this one is the matchup, bro. They're small. They're small.
Smaller.
They're smaller than the Suns for sure, bro.
DeAndre
in
Ayton
all
definitely
aspects.
can take advantage of the right people at the right time. They didn't allow him to do anything because this last game, it wasn't a good one. But Luka Doncic continues to show that he is the best point guard in the series for now. But
he ain't got nobody going with him.
I don't know, this game, Chris Paul at least dropped 14 to 15 in the fourth quarter.
Chris Paul closed tonight.
So I said for now because that was after the first game. We just watched the second game.
Yeah.
But their defensive identity gets lost, and they will have a tough time dealing with these number 1 seeded Suns.
Yeah.
Suns have taken care of game
too.
1 and 2 at home, but the series does not start until someone wins on the road.
Yeah. Fair.
Who wins the second round matchup between the defensive Mavs and the shining Suns? Let's go ahead. Go with Steven.
Yeah. I mean, kind of leaning. I mean, it's looking like Suns in 5 just because, like we said, defensively, they don't. It's not that they don't have an answer to anything, but they don't have an answer to everything that the Suns can do. Like, they can stop some things, but they can't stop enough.
Hey,
and
listen.
realistically, like, yeah, it's not a matchup in their favor. They would be the undersized team in this aspect, and the small ball lineups are not working in their favor. Like, specifically because the big guys in the Suns can actually control and protect the paint, whereas they were dealing with Rudy, and Rudy was looking like a rollerblader. Yeah. So I feel like it's just not a good matchup for them, and they don't have the facilities for this matchup. Outside of Luka, they don't have the facilities for this one.
Man, see, I low-key kind of agree with you because at the start of the series, after Dallas
Before
won,
seeing a game, I would have leaned the Mavericks and picked Mavericks, but after seeing it, this is Suns in 5, bro.
Before seeing game 2, yeah, definitely Suns in 5. Because you traded for Spencer Dinwiddie to have that role that Tim Hardaway Jr. was supposed to have.
He wasn't
still not
doing
really
enough.
having it like
He didn't
that.
do enough.
Jalen Brunson is okay this game. He's not really playing like he was playing his last series. So
it takes more than that against a team like the Suns, though.
And it takes more than, because think about it, bro. The first game they lost by 7, 121 to 114.
That was only because of Luka.
And Luka still had 45 and 10, and they still
and that was realistically
lost.
because of how crazy he went in the second half.
Exactly.
Too.
So it's just like if Spencer Dinwiddie's not really gonna be on his shit like that, if Jalen Brunson is gonna be on and off, and his dad's fucking talking about, we not taking the $50 million, we gonna need some more of that. No, I need you to play that.
Not even Jalen Brunson, but more so Spencer Dinwiddie for me, bro, because in the regular season he had games where he came through for them and they were winning because he actually pulled through. So if he's not gonna pull through, and I mean, like, whether Jalen Brunson does or not, but if Spencer Dinwiddie shouldn't be waiting and counting on Jalen Brunson regardless. No. He should be doing whatever it is to be what Luka needs.
Yeah.
Right.
Same like Jalen Brunson normally does, but Spencer Dinwiddie, I expect more from him because realistically, he's bigger, he's capable of more.
Because
he's capable of more than Jalen Brunson, bro.
That's what we
he
got
should
you
be.
for.
Yeah.
And you're not living up to those expectations.
Not in this moment. No.
Okay, so first and foremost, Spencer Dinwiddie performed under those circumstances where he was the number 1 option. Luka's the number 1 option.
I agree.
So can he? I guess so. But Jalen Brunson, when he was the number 1 option, was doing that in the playoffs. Spencer Dinwiddie never did that in the playoffs. Maybe that first time.
Maybe with the Nets.
He did it in
Maybe with the Nets,
He
bro.
did do it with the Nets, but he never won a series.
They were a 7
won a
seed.
series.
They were like a 7 seed, bro.
It's okay. So
I mean, I didn't expect them to win that series.
Yeah, I mean, these guys a little bit higher in the seed, and they're facing a team that definitely shut him down at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so my whole thing though, excuse me, is that the Suns have continued to show that they have a great player at each traditional spot.
Yeah.
And the reason why that is tradition is because there was a point to every spot. Now the
Mhm.
Mavericks have said this guy can do what we want them to do. A little bit of defense, better than average defense. Let's just say that much. That's not a little bit of defense.
Yeah.
A better than average defense, and can he hit the three on a better than average basis? Yes. If you could do that, you're on my team. And that's how they built this team. Now, it works for a lot, but when you're facing a number one seeded team that continues to show that they can overcome their star being lost, they can overcome Chris Paul being lost throughout the regular season, and they have traditional roles where they can take advantage of matchups, and that's what a lot of the postseason is about. I just truly believe that they handle their business at home. They're going to go on the road. They're going to be able to win one, and it's going to be a series in 6. They're going to win it on the defensive side. On the opponent's side, and wrap it up right there. Suns in 6. I believe a little bit more in Luka Doncic, but ultimately,
Fuck.
That's
2.
unanimous decision.
I believe in Luka, but like
I believe in Luka,
But
this team
even
doesn't
before
have it.
even before the series started, I would have said it in 6 because, again, their matchups are better. The other team can still provide. They can have a hot night and be nice, and they also have Luka involved. Being up 2-0 is a little bit easier to pick them. But again,
and
the
considering
Suns
how
for me, come on, bro. Like, why not the Suns again?
but
They were just there.
no, yeah, but considering how the Suns are like playing them defensively, bro, I don't see how they're making it happen to where someone's gonna come along with Luka because these other guys are not doing it consistently throughout the game like Luka can. Like
Chris Paul can control the
I'm
tempo.
saying on the Mavericks
Oh, on
side,
the
bro.
Mavericks side.
They don't have anyone who can come. Like, if Jalen Brunson doesn't and Spencer Dinwiddie hasn't, all right, who is it then?
Well,
Oh, okay, that's what you said.
it's different for Jalen Brunson because he could have took advantage of the big.
First
like you were
game,
speaking
he was
about,
in
right?
foul trouble.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
I'm
tonight,
saying, though,
he didn't.
For what you were talking about with they take advantage of Rudy, Jalen Brunson, now that the Suns even have tape on what Jalen Brunson can do
Yeah.
in the postseason, how are we going to stop him? Because if it's just going to be Luka can't stop us.
Well, they had Bridges on him, and I've seen Bridges on him a few times.
Well, with that being said, you're going to get shut down if you're Jalen Brunson against a Mikal Bridges.
That
I'm
size
sorry.
difference, yeah, it's not. It's
Bigger
just not
size
in his
difference.
favor. It's
Guy's
not in his
been there.
favor.
He's covered a lot harder players, and now he's got a scouting report on him.
Because Bridges is just already a good defender, but like I'm saying, that he has like 5-6 inches on Brunson, bro. He's like, oh yeah,
He got a
Just-
scouting report. It's definitely a
Yeah.
big deal. But DeAndre Ayton definitely needs to become more of a force inside. Chris Paul can continue to control the
'cause
tempo.
He's not dominant.
And
he's
then-
good, but he's not dominant.
Nah,
Yeah.
no.
And
He's
then
not
Devin Booker.
Shaq,
Who?
Giannis type player.
DeAndre Ayton, yeah. We're
he's not
off
that
him.
dog.
We've been off of him ever since that last video. Check it out on our YouTube channel.
Come on, man.
But the Mavs need to do a better job rebounding. They need to do a better
They need
job
Dirk.
in defending.
They need Dirk.
They need a lot of things. But again, when you have these players, and they're all kind of the same mirror of each other, one's a little bit taller than the other, they got to provide exactly what you need them to provide every game.
Yeah.
If your shooting goes cold, if the guy that is supposed to be creating shots, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jalen Brunson, has a scouting report on them and is now getting locked up by a better team, let's just face it, it's a better team.
I mean, yeah.
They're
but
definitely going to
they
be
gotta
better
figure.
than
They could
some of
still
those guys.
figure some things out, mix some things up. Like it's, like yes,
6
they
of them.
have footage on them, but there's still things you can come up with that there's not footage of, bro. Like just be creative. Think about like that's where coaching and all that things. That's where your dollars come in. This is what
Yeah.
you get paid for, bro.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
Well, he's looking to get paid, so This is definitely important. But on to the next
Well,
one.
no, I'm not saying just Brunson by himself. I'm just saying like team wise, like all of them have to like figure out some type of game plan, like just in general. This is this is for the team, not just for Brunson.
Yeah, because
they need this to survive
on this small ball.
Not
game. And it sucks that Jason Kidd is kind of like live by it, die by it. But it's kind of like Jason Kidd's hand has been forced to like. This is the only lineup.
This
that
is how
like,
they play.
I know
this
can
is how
work.
they play.
Yeah, this is how they play.
He
Like
said,
they don't have Willie Cauley-Stein no more. Boban really hasn't really been.
Boban's
never
nowhere
did
near.
shit. Yeah.
He's never been the
Boban's
athlete
never
that
did
Willie
shit.
Cauley-Stein was.
Marquise Chris was just a body. You know what I'm saying?
Marquise Chris.
So,
I'm
like,
surprised he's still.
David Bertans
I think
is
Willie
not,
Cauley-Stein was better than Marquise
Yeah.
Chris. I'm surprised he's still around right now in this league, bro. I'm sorry. Because that nigga just got slapped by Serge Ibaka, and I'm like, bro, where has he been?
Davis Bertans is like, fuck, we're giving you a lot of money for no reason.
Yeah, that nigga's not,
but
not worth it.
Anyways, let's get into some fucking football here.
Weak-ass team. Weak-ass division.
Hold up. That's why I want to bring it up, though. Now, A.J. Brown, get them put this in the quick hits, and I made it into a segment.
Daniel Jones got his number.
I was lucky kind of hurt because I thought you deleted it, and I was like, you son of a bitch.
A.J. Brown traded to the Eagles, also signing for a 4-year, $100 million contract.
Daniel Jones ain't blink one time, bro.
Yeah, because he's got his own shit to worry about. He better not be worried about other
It's a lot of shit to worry about.
Daniel Jones ain't blink one time, bro. He said, we out here in New York, bro.
So,
$58 million guaranteed, right?
Who?
AJ.
Oh, I think so.
They front loaded it. Yeah, they front loaded it.
Better.
So,
I would ask for that too.
When
with
I
this
talk
quarterback.
with Eagles fans, they all like Jalen Hurts.
Shout out my cousin.
No reason
Interesting.
why. I'm a little confused as well.
Interesting.
I mean, to be completely honest, this is my opinion.
What is that nigga against Tom Brady?
Look at a lot of people against Tom Brady. Shut up, man. Come on.
Matt Stafford beat him. You didn't give him.
That's Matt Stafford.
Look, bro, Matt Stafford barely.
The guy who just had one.
He did.
He finally had some weapons. And whatever, man, go.
Yeah,
I mean,
on. Matt Stafford didn't have that.
He
didn't have the cachet like
that.
that.
First good year. Wow. No Megatron. Damn, I got Cooper
Shut the
Kupp.
fuck
Damn,
up.
I got
I'm
him.
not saying all
Damn, I
that,
got
but this is
him.
the first year
Damn,
where
I got
Matt
him.
Stafford put everything
What the fuck
together.
is
I'm talking about other people,
What the fuck has
bro.
he done before he got to LA, bro? Seriously.
I'm gonna just say this is the first year.
That they never did shit, Robbie.
Shut
the
up.
Lions never did shit with him,
Bro.
They had Thanksgiving games for nothing.
I don't care.
Essentially.
I don't care because literally everything that you're talking about has no significance whatsoever. Because what did he do when he come to our team? He won a championship.
Barely.
You're talking about.
They won by 3 points, bro. They won by 3 fucking points.
Did you watch the game?
I did. Cool, Aaron. Hey, Aaron Donald saved our
Bro,
ass.
shut
He
up.
barely
Stop
got
talking
up out
about
of
other
there.
things.
Barely.
Shut up about other
Fucking
things, bro.
barely.
Oh my God, bro! How are we talking about AJ Brown and it comes to roasting my team?
Because he brought up.
When we actually have a
Because he
ring.
brought him up. You wanted to solidify.
I didn't do anything.
You wanted
It's
to
Jalen
solidify
Hurts time, bro.
Whatever.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts
All right,
time.
I'm gonna
All
restart
right.
this.
It's not.
I'm not
fucking-
gonna do it.
It's not fucking Matt Stafford
I'm
time.
cutting this out. I didn't mention him. You did.
It's Jalen Hurts time, right? It's not fucking Matt Stafford.
Give
time.
shut up.
Man.
Oh my God.
He started it. He's just instigating.
I'm not instigating. I said we're going to Jalen Hurts. Be quiet.
When I talk to Eagles fans, we're starting it.
Oh,
That shit
man.
is weird.
They all like Jalen Hurts.
Why?
I mean, to be completely honest, though, what is there not to like about this man, Jalen Hurts, other than his second year reads? He doesn't make good reads, not the best reads, and his accuracy. But everything else, I feel like he has leadership. He could play make. He can run if he needs to. And think about it this way: as of right now, he is the second best QB in the division.
That's not saying a lot.
It's not saying a lot, but
Isn't that
that's the
division,
first.
though, isn't it?
Hold up.
It's not.
Hold up.
Look,
Hold up. No.
it's
no.
not even a hold up. That is not saying a lot in that division.
Well, ended at that.
We just laughed at Daniel
get you.
Jones.
Yes, exactly. What I'm trying to say, and you as a Patriots fan should know this more than anybody.
Ooh, shit.
Because all the shit that you guys are talking about doesn't make any it doesn't pertain to this. Isn't the first step to win your division? Once you win the division, now you're in the playoffs, right? Sometimes you even have a first round bye. Ultimately, if you win the division, now you're on to either first or second round. You're in the playoffs. So that's
You're
the first
right,
and foremost
but
step.
Look, okay, you're right, but this is the division that hosts a home game to lose. This is that division.
I'm saying, though, that's fine. You're right. I'm not saying that your experience is not right. But it gets you to that advantage. If you have a home game in the first round of the playoffs, I'm happy. Right? As of anybody.
Cowboys ain't had no advantage.
That's the Cowboys, bro. At least the Eagles won the championship.
Never mind, man. All right, keep going. So, we're not talking about the Cowboys.
He is the second best QB in the division with the potential to be the best because of the dimensions of his play style. Dak doesn't run
anymore.
Now, let's add A.J. Brown to this equation.
That's an upgrade.
The Eagles have continuously missed on wide receivers, but have won in Devontae Smith. That is now
good.
In this league. Now, if you think about it, you have to be paired with another great wide receiver so that you can get the best potential out of everybody. Mm-hmm. And think about it this much, Dallas Goedert is there too. With an offensive line.
He's a good tight end, bro.
Yeah.
He's a very solid tight end.
With a offensive line that is better than most. Cornerstone by center Jason Kelce. Jalen Hurts now has no excuse.
No.
Yeah, no.
No excuse.
They are gone.
To take an extra step. Now, wait. Let me ask a question. Y'all keep wanting to put in your fucking opinions before the goddamn time to ask the question.
He's just maxed out because we talked about Matt Stafford, but okay.
How much better does a wide receiver in A.J. Brown make the Eagles? That's the fucking question, not all the shit that you guys want.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like A.J. Brown definitely makes them better, but I feel like there's a cap to how much better he can make them due to the quarterback. If you hear me.
No.
I was about to say the same thing.
Read that stat about Jalen Hurts, bro. There, you seen that? You seen that in there?
Jalen Hurts has a career 59% completion rate.
Oh.
All right, we think not the highest of Tannehill, but Tannehill, I'm sure his completion percentage is higher than that.
59?
So if Jalen Hurts is throwing it to fucking A.J. Brown that much while they're only giving him 5 targets and he's only getting maybe 2.5,
well, Eagles,
he's gonna be pissed off.
Eagles wide receivers and Dallas Goedert actually drops a lot of passes.
A.J. Brown's not the dropper though, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying it's gonna make it better.
They drop. Also, some of those drops are because the quarterback, bruh.
I'm not saying that he doesn't have a share in it. Again, he's not that accurate. But the fucking Eagles guys,
but that's the
they don't.
That is
the
thing.
Same thing with who was
Look.
it?
You can say that about their receiver. No, Jalen Rieger and
New York fans.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, Jalen Rieger and one of the other guys, they definitely drop balls. But Dallas Goedert, he's nice. He's pretty secure.
I'm saying he still drops balls.
Not
as much.
Bro. All right, you're saying it as if every guy has a perfect catch rate.
You give
Dallas Goedert is one of the more secure receivers on that team, along with Devontae Smith.
You give Dallas Goedert 5 plays, he's dropping 2 of them.
And he'll still have 100. Yeah, I don't know about that either. I don't know about that either.
But he drops.
He'll drop, but he's not. He's not a guy that fumble plays like that, bro.
I'm not.
He gets.
Well, obviously not.
No, I'm not. I'm just check his numbers. As far as tight ends go, Dallas Goedert is up there, bro. He's a legit tight end.
Go ahead, get in. Did you want to say anything about this?
I think Steven kind of touched on it first. Is like no matter how good the receiver is, if Jalen Hurts is not
getting him the ball,
if he's not getting him the ball or he's not making the smart reads, then
that shit's falling out there 5 yards before it gets to him.
What are we doing?
This is from NBC Sports Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert knows drop passes are becoming a problem. Straight from his mouth. So stop it with I'm
Give him
saying
5,
that
he's
multiple
dropping 2.
people are
Okay,
completing.
but are you
I'm
saying
making the
that?
completion percentage not as great. But but what I said was he's not good at making the reads in the best way. He's only a second-year
Hey,
quarterback.
Carson
going
Wentz
to his
was getting
third.
that man the ball.
He was dropping with Carson Wentz. This is from 2018.
Carson,
2019.
bro, him and Carson Wentz had a good rapport.
But he dropped. I'm just saying, man's dropped balls.
Two shit
Other
quarterbacks.
the other man's also dropped balls too on the team. That's why his completion percentage is at 59. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
Take that into consideration.
they have drops, but I don't think it. I'm sorry, but I just think it's guys like Rieger, guys like that. And he plays too much for a guy to be dropping that many balls.
Gittin, what do you have to say about this topic? How much better does A.J. Brown make the Eagles?
Not enough. In a way.
Yeah, I have to agree, bro. Not enough, because I mean, if like I said, bro, if Jalen Hurts isn't moving, we're tied for $100 million for the next 4 years with this dude, and Jalen Hurts can't even fucking get it to him.
You're tied up.
I don't. Nah, you take that back. You're not tied up.
You're not tied up because
you front loaded all the money this first year, but it's okay. But you did.
This isn't a guy. Look,
front loaded all the money.
A.J. Brown's
regardless
he's
of all
not
that.
he's not a
AJ
bum.
Brown's not a guy I'm gonna feel bad about paying. But if Jalen Hurts can't give him the ball, Jalen Hurts is gonna be going first.
No, he's not a bum. But why the fuck am I gonna sign this dude for $100 million and he can't get him the ball?
You still want a good receiver. You still want a good receiver,
Hold up.
but it's the quarterback.
We literally just said he has no excuse.
Yeah, this
So
is
you're trying
all
to
on
figure
Jalen
out-
Hurts.
You're trying to figure out whether or not Jalen Hurts is a guy.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's
pretty
saying.
much.
All right. But how much does he bring to the Eagles? Not much? You're saying not much.
No,
I think he brings a lot.
What the fuck? Man, we got to run that shit back because they said nothing. Now,
I said there was a
yeah.
cap. I said there's a cap to how much we see on the field because of Jalen Hurts. But I think
Same.
energy-wise, AJ Brown can change things, and even with his capabilities on the field, he can change things. But if Jalen Hurts,
all right, what does A.J. Brown do well on the field then?
bro, he's a physical receiver. He can
Safe
get open,
hands,
safe hands.
aggressive.
He's not like realistically. Have we really because he was on the Titans where they run the ball, but
Is he?
can we say? Yes,
Is
he
he
gets
a deep
deep
threat?
ball. He gets deep balls too.
Mm-mm.
He's gotten deep
You
balls
don't
too.
you don't
I'm
do
not
deep
saying
balls.
he's an every play deep threat, but he
He's
doesn't
not
have
a
to be
deep
that on
ball
the
guy.
Eagles.
He's not a drop top, but once every blue moon, he's
Ryan
gonna be open
Tannehill
and
was
run.
getting him out there.
He's a catch, a run after catch guy.
Yeah.
That's how he gets
Yeah.
in the long run.
Yes, but once every blue moon, he's gonna be
No,
throwing a deep
they
one.
don't throw deep balls to this guy.
Well, let me rephrase that. Ryan Tannehill doesn't.
Ryan
throw deep.
Tannehill's not that guy.
Nobody
Ryan
throws
Tannehill
deep
doesn't
balls
throw
to this
deep.
guy. So
He's never had
He's
a
never
guy
had
that
nobody
could do
that-
that. He's never had a guy that could do that.
he could throw a ball. So AJ Brown,
Tannehill?
yeah, he could throw a ball really well. You just talk about his completion percentage.
I said it's better than Jalen Hurts. I didn't say it was great.
In a run first offense, he's had
What is his
multiple
completion rate?
1,000
I gotta
yards,
look.
guys, and that's with people who are injured, including AJ Brown. So AJ Brown for me is he's going to be a difference maker in the way that Alshon Jeffrey was not doing the same type of plays. Safe hands, like you mentioned, gifted. Short routes, run after catch, big impactful plays. Even though he was, Alshon Jeffrey, a deep threat, throw it down to him, safe hands, high catch point,
I mean,
bring it down, make an impactful play. He
Bro,
will
I
have
feel
the
like
same
they
type
could
of
they could
impactful
use
plays.
him like Debo, bro.
Bro, Ryan Tannehill only had a 64% completion rate.
That's not
That's good, bro. What
I
the
mean,
fuck are you talking about?
65.
I mean, for
though,
somebody
bro.
of his stature, though,
You guys are crazy.
65.
a vet that's been
65.
Who is he
in the
throwing
league,
it to? This guy wasn't healthy, and neither was
He was throwing it to Julio
neither
and
was
AJ
Julio.
Brown.
Come on.
Julio wasn't healthy either.
He's had receivers before this
Oh, my
year, and
goodness.
that's all he's doing.
All right.
Didn't he have what? Corey Davis?
Yeah.
Corey Davis had his best years with Ryan Tannehill. He went up to
Okay,
Zach
so why the
Wilson
fuck
and
you
trash.
at 64?
Stop. That's not what this topic is about. How much better does AJ Brown make the Eagles? A lot better. This is why. Safe hands, short passes, can turn into impactful plays. Really good friends with Jalen Hurts. exposes how good Jalen Hurts is. He can run block. The only thing that I hate about A.J. Brown, are you going to stay on the field? And what type of production are you going to bring to where it's going to contribute into the rest of my team? Now, are you going to take away from Devontae, or are you going to make Devontae better? I think that's another thing that you want to consider. I think that ultimately he'll make Devontae better. He'll make Jalen Hurts better. He'll make impactful plays. He'll get the first downs.
Honestly,
There's so many things that this guy does well, on top of the run blocking.
I would put AJ as the X over Devontae low key.
Nah, for sure.
But not because I feel like
like what? Like somebody's getting more
targets?
No, like he would be the X.
Who's getting more targets?
He's getting more solo, not he's getting more. Maybe like targets is just gonna be based on the coverage at some points and whatever the quarterback is seeing. But as far as like AJ, I would probably give him more single coverage, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so who do you think is gonna get more targets though, Devontae or AJ?
AJ.
No.
That's
Yes. You're right.
what they paid him for.
You're right. AJ's gonna get more targets than Devontae. Devontae will get more catches, I believe. I just think AJ will get a lot more attention ultimately.
No, yeah.
Not in the coverage, but in the passes. And then Devontae will eventually, once it shifts off of AJ because AJ's making catches, Devontae will be open.
I agree.
So, for me,
I mean, he's really good. I mean,
let's look at the
essentially going to make him the number 2, but Devontae Smith is your number 2, bro. I'm not complaining.
well, that's the whole thing. Like, they're supposed to feed off each other. Now, with the looking at the contract though, 4 years, $100 million deal, $57 million guaranteed is tacked to his rookie contract. So now they have a 5-year essentially, $104 million deal. All cash is paid, and I feel like the Eagles, and I read this in an article as well, didn't make the deal because of Hurts. They're not committed to him, and Brown has more job security in Philadelphia than his quarterback. So
I don't doubt that.
Relationship is beneficial, and is again to figure out.
Paid, not Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, are you the guy? So we'll see how it goes. Ultimately, they didn't want to give it to Miles Sanders for some reason. Maybe this year they will.
Like I wrote, I'm like, they're probably moving away from just run first too, because of the fact that when they did it, he got hurt damn near every year.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been hurt every year, and there's been points where maybe he'll go out more than once during the year too.
Yeah, I mean, again, look at the division. I believe that the Eagles, they made it to the playoffs in this last season. They'll beat the Cowboys out. I feel like they're just better structured.
Well, the Cowboys swept them this last year, but I think they could win a game against the Cowboys.
Think about it
for sure.
Cowboys got
they got worse.
on paper worse.
Yeah.
Eagles got on paper
just
better.
one draft pick, and then on top of that, they drafted a linebacker.
On paper, though, I'm saying one team got worse, one team got better, and then the development of Jalen Hurts, and hopefully give him the keys.
His development needs to be on point moving forward if he really wants to keep his job.
If he increases his readability, he doesn't even need to increase his accuracy. Because he's got better people to catch the ball.
You got to increase your accuracy if you have somebody
59%.
Like AJ Brown on there.
59% is
I believe in what you're
it.
saying, though. The accuracy part plays a part in his people dropping.
Yeah.
People not being able to catch it. Ultimately, though, I just think that
bro,
it's a two-way street on that one.
He has balls that fall short of guys wide open. Like, come on.
That's not considered a drop, though.
I know that's on the quarterback, and that's what I'm saying. He has
it's
to
not looking
get
good.
better.
But when they're on the run too, it's a little bit tougher to get those to the right places. But ultimately, but again, though,
I hear you.
I believe that they win the division now.
But even like we're saying, if you break down some of the plays where he's trying to throw on the run, his decision making be why it doesn't get completed.
Yeah,
and like if you just watch what he's doing, that be why it's not.
I'm not a big fan of him.
Me either.
But I think that this unlocks a new thing.
I'm indifferent about him.
Here's the thing.
I am
Look
too.
at the NFC. Look at the NFC. It's not that good.
I like him because of his personality, but the stats aren't helping his.
Yeah. I don't like his play.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I like the team's play.
As a person,
I like his play.
I think he's all right. I think
as
he's
a person,
good.
I think he's
cool.
fucking great.
But like
stats wise, you don't really got it behind you,
no,
bro. And
no.
I don't know if it's because you're on the Eagles. I don't know if it's because the sophomore slump, but you're not
sophomore
really
slump.
Well,
No. Yeah, I'm not calling it a sophomore slump either.
well, okay.
I'm calling it sophomore.
But yeah, I mean, you know,
He's all right.
Hopefully,
We ain't
AJ
seen enough
can-
to give him that much credit.
Hopefully, AJ lights a fire underneath the whole team's ass, and they just come out clicking on full.
Nah,
cylinders.
yeah. I mean, hopefully, yeah. If he got
'Cause
AJ,
they did get-
if
they
he
did
got
get-
AJ, then that means I hope Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what
'Cause, yeah,
they have saying
they
he
did
needs
get
to do, but he needs to do everything he can to be a better passer.
Yes.
Fuck running the
Yes.
ball. Like like I don't feel like there's anything else he needs to do to be better at running the ball. Everything he needs to do, become a better passer, whether it's inside the pocket or outside. Become a better passer,
the
bro.
Eagles,
It is vital.
The Eagles did get Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle out of
Their
Georgia.
D line has been set.
Yeah,
for
the D line. They just added more. So
That's
even,
what I'm saying.
So that's why it's even more pressure on Jalen Hurts to like, hey, bro, you got to make this shit work because we might really move off of you after this season.
Yeah.
Because if we're decreasing the defensive line, if we go out and be like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna take AJ Brown, we're gonna front him all this money, and if you can't get it to him,
they made
then
numerous
all
moves.
right, bro,
they made numerous moves. That's
you
like, hey,
really
bro,
might
show
not
us
be
something.
this guy,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's kind of like I hate to say it, it's prove it year for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
In his third year, I hate to say it, but it is.
I think next year's is prove a year because they still have to draft somebody and then might develop them.
Well, I mean, you got Devontae Smith, you got AJ Brown, you
They're
got
not
a
gonna
great
be
defense, you got an okay defensive line.
They're gonna be good enough.
Hey.
To
They're
not have
good
a
enough to
draft
win the
pick.
division.
If Bryce Williams is in that draft next year, bye Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. Bye Jalen Hurts if you see Bryce Williams in the draft next year.
We'll see how-
Don't fucking play.
Episode 76 in the books. Gifted. You know how to
Yes,
do
sir.
it. Get us out.
And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and share that like button. Bust down those comments. Shout out to the 105 subscribers. Shout out to all the new subscribers on the IG. Appreciate y'all.
All love.
And as always, support the
Slap this nigga.
Whoa.
Slap that nigga's hand.
Y'all have a good night, everybody.
Put them damn hands.